name is Ty, and I'm a manufacturing manager. When we make the products to help another woman come in off the streets. Our products are handmade and made with a lot of love. We have the best products.
My name is Lolita Horde. Without this program and without Thistle Farms, I would have been lost. So just knowing that someone else is giving back to help me keep being the person that I am today makes me feel so good.
Someone buys a product in your own way, that's lighting a candle too, because that's helping to pave the way for the next woman that's coming in.
Because I messed up, I thought I was just, you know, like anybody else, just throw me away and like be done with her. But this community wasn't like that. Like they gave me a second chance.
My big year was last year, the end of last year. I moved into my own apartment, got my own car, got my driver's license.
Thank you for the support, thank you for the time, thank you for the love that you put into this mission, because it helps women like me reunite with their kids, get a second opportunity. It helps women like me to make a difference, to feel like they've accomplished something, that they're doing something for the greater good.
Meet our Huck's hero. She's an author, a speaker, and justice entrepreneur. And I like the way that sounds. Our guest is a champion for change. Please welcome the founder and president of Thistle Farms, Becca Stevens. Becca, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
What an honor.
Thank you.
Becca, we hear so much today the term sex trafficking, but how big an issue is this? How big of a problem? How many people are affected by it?
It's a global problem that goes into, I mean, like any community that you go in that has an interstate or an internet, you know, it's a problem. And on average, the women that we serve are first raped between the ages of 7 and 11 and first hit the streets between about 14 and 16. So it happens to our kids.
Becca, something must have happened in your heart when you said, I'm going to do something about this. What was it that just unlocked that in you, that you wanted to go after these women and help and restore their lives and rescue them from the streets?
For me, my dad died when I was little. He was a minister, and he was killed by a drunk driver.
Oh, gosh.
And then it was a pastor in the church that began abusing me, and it went on for several years. And I think I always knew the church could be better. I always knew that community could do better by people. And so I got ordained in the Episcopal Church 27 years ago and wanted to really start something for women that could be saying, I want to be on this journey with you about reclaiming your lives and about saying we can preach good news just by our actions and by what we're doing.
Did you have any idea that that desire to help a few women would turn into something of global consequence with products that are literally taking women off the streets and empowering them to live a life?
No.
Could you have seen that?
No, thank God, right? That's what makes it a faith journey, is you just kind of love people and then watch what happens, how it can grow exponentially, and that we can be lavish, we can be economical, we can be prophetic, we can be all of these things if we're just loving people.
You have a book, it's called Love Heals. It's also what you call a lot of your products, Love Heals. Why does love heal when nothing else does? Why is it such a great medicine? You
know, all our journeys begin and end with God. And so this journey all the way through has to be about recognizing that love and its healing power. And I don't mean in a magical way like we go, I love you, boom, you're all better.
Yeah.
I really mean about like going, I'm going to stay with you, I'm going to provide the time and the space and the resources for you to do this work, which is a journey to being reunited with your Creator, reunited with your community.
And how do you help these women? What is it that they get when they show up at Thistle Farms?
So they come and they can live 2 years rent-free. They create community. About 4 years into it, we realized poverty was one of the most violent parts of this whole world for those women that made them so vulnerable. So that's when we started the first social enterprise making bath and body care products. So then it grew to about 50 communities in the U.S., so there's about 210 beds now that are long-term beds for women. And then we have 26 now global partners. I just finished a month-long tour in, where was I? Ecuador, Belize, and Mexico. That's where I was.
So when people are buying these products, they're actually helping women to have a life, to get them off the streets. I mean,
we put more than $1.5 million back into the pockets of survivors last year just by selling products. You know, women are not just making the products, they are the distributors. They are the people who are pulling the products off the shelf and doing fulfillment. They're the ones doing the sales team. They're the ones going out to do the education and training in churches.
Becca, what a wonderful story. I hope everybody in America not only says, thank you, Becca, but also says, how do I get those products?
That's what I hope they say.
No, I really do. And by the way, you can learn more about Becca Stevens' work at thistlefarms.org, which is where you can also get your hands on her book. It's called Love Heals. The first chapter I love. It's called Love Heals Through Creativity. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. There are many natural bath, body, and home products. They're handcrafted by the women survivors. You bless them at the same time while you're pampering yourself or your loved ones. Great gift ideas. All of that at thistlefarms.org.